I'm Nick and welcome back to Algarve. Today we're at this lovely little town with a fantastic little beach. It's got one of those amazing names, Carvoeiro, but that's not how you say it. What you should say is...
Carvoeiro.
Carvoeiro.
Carvoeiro. Carvoeiro.
See? Exactly what I said. Anyway, it's a great little town. Guys, thanks a lot. We're going to show these other guys around. Get back to your game of football.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you, guys. It's got a perfect little beach matching this perfect little seaside town. But you've got everything on this little beach that you need. You've got a lovely little sandy beach with a snack bar. You've got the traditional sunbeds which you can pay for and stay on. Or you've got an area where you can bring your own parasol and your picnic blanket. In addition, you've got a little water sports centre where they do all the popular water sports, and they'll come and pick you up by boat and take you on a caves and coastline store if that's what you want. And finally, it's got its own toilets on the beach, public toilets as well. If you're going to take a boat trip from here, what they're going to do, they're going to bring a little boat right up to the beach. You're going to jump on the little boat from the beach, and then they're going to take you around to the caves, etc. And you are going on a boat trip, right?
We are indeed, yeah.
Do you have any idea where the boat is going?
No.
Does it matter where it's going?
No, it's
Not
gonna be
really.
fun. We're going to see the caves, I think.
Are you going to see some caves?
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting. I don't know if they're going to let you swim on that boat trip though. Sometimes they do, but the caves are beautiful. What do you think of Portugal?
I really like it.
Do you like it? Is it your first time?
No.
To see the beach at the best, it's probably a good idea to know when low tide is and come then, because that's when all the rocks are showing, where you've got a much bigger area of beach. And it's very pretty, very cute. The beach itself is at the end of a valley with the sort of shops and restaurants running off it. But you can get to the beach also, take a shortcut down steps on both sides of the beach, and we'll go up the steps and have a look from up there. So in terms of where we actually are, we're a short drive from the nearest reasonable sized town, which is Lagoa, which is about 5 kilometers north of here, so we're south of that. We're approximately 20 kilometers to the west of Albufeira, and we're about 8 kilometers to the east of Portimao. So if you come up from the beach and sort of follow the coast along to the east, you've got this fabulous boardwalk, which holds a little surprise at the end of it. Not surprisingly, this whole area has a rich history of maritime and fishing, and it also witnessed some naval battles in particular around 1544 when the Portuguese took on the Turks. And right now I'm in front of the chapel of Our Lady of the Incarnation, which is just up the hill from the beach. So if you fancy a change from the beach, bars and restaurants, there's a really lovely little walk, 600 meters of boardwalk along the cliff top from just outside the main town along to the famous caves with some really stunning scenery. I'm going to go and walk it. For the bird lovers amongst you, it's a nice walk because there's lots of coastal birds here, and particularly the cormorants and the kestrels. It's a really informative boardwalk as well. Every 100 yards or so, there's a really interesting information board telling you about, as we saw, the birds, the fish, and also some of the history of the area, where the forts were, etc. About halfway along the boardwalk, there's a really, really spectacular rock formations where the natural weather has eroded the rocks to make them really interesting. It's not for those of you that maybe aren't too fit. They've put some steps here for you, but you've got to be a little bit sort of agile. It is quite a walk down here, but once you get down here, you see so much more than you do from the top. It's really worth making the effort to come down. Not so sure about going up, but coming down is well worth it. So we've come right down, almost as far as you can go down towards the sea. It sea looks so tempting right now. And just in the distance behind me, that's where we're heading. It's the caves you can actually go down into and look over the sea. And really nice at the end of that walk, and it is, you know, a significant walk, especially if you go down the cliffs. There's a lovely, lovely little bar set into the rocks where, as usual, I can get a lager shandy. There you are, at the end of a beautiful, fascinating tunnel. Stunning view, beautiful caves, and people down on boats. We've done that nice, really super healthy, super interesting walk along the boardwalk, which I am going to seriously recommend. Now we're going to walk down this hill. We originally came up from the beach. We're going to go down to the main square. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the type of food, the environment in general. In terms of food, drink, etc., you're going to find a real selection from cute little wine and tapas places. This one's literally just off the square, to some more sort of family orientated on the main square. We're in the main square, and behind me you can see an abundance of really nice restaurants with lots of different types and styles of food, but all super appetizing and interesting. Then as we come round, you're going to see the main square. This really is a town where there's just 2 or 3 roads leading down to the square, leading down to the beach. Off the main square there, you've got a tourist train, which if you want to have a sort of drive around up and down these hills, good way to do it. Now, there are only 2 roads in, so you need to really think about parking. Maybe come on a tour bus, maybe come by taxi, or maybe come by moped and park your moped there. That's a good way of coming in. This town really has a great little vibe. I love these sort of cutesy restaurants, often with split level, where you can come in the evening, watch the sun go down, see the beach and soak up the atmosphere. This has got like a cool atmosphere. You've got a massive variety of restaurants. If you like tablecloths, you've got restaurants with tablecloths. If you don't, you've got restaurants without tablecloths. I'm going to pick one of these to eat at. I suggest you come down early in the evening, have a look around, just book a table and come back and have a lovely, relaxed meal at the end of the day. So that is just a great little town, and it ticks a lot of boxes. It's a great place to stay, but equally it's a great place to visit. And with that coastline and those caves, it's something really special. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm Nick to Algarve, and I'll see you next time.